Well, we had a tough ball game yesterday and big battle, and we thought it had the makings of a defensive battle, and it was for a while, and then it kind of turned a little bit. The offenses kind of took over somewhat, and big plays started showing up and made a difference in the game. It's a really good, hard-fought game. I really like their team, the way they played and the commitment they have to their emphasis is really clear, and you can tell who they're trying to be, and they were ready to battle, and so were we, and we felt like we were mounting one of those comebacks in the fourth quarter. To write a real story, and unfortunately we couldn't finish it. So I'll say too that I really don't like the way the game ended for us, and we never want to see football games look like that. And the level that we play at, that's not an excuse for going over the top like that. And so all these guys have heard that and they understand that, and we don't ever want to look like that. But it was a very hard-fought game and a lot of intensity and a lot of emotion. And when it gets down to the end of the year, guys are going for it. And I think that's exactly what you saw on both sides of both teams. They were very feisty and very tough and aggressive as well, and so it made for a really good football game.
What was kind of the feeling you got back from the players? Did they clearly understand your message after all that?
I don't think there's any question. Everybody knew that. Yeah, I mean, everybody's remorseful that we don't want to play like that. We don't want to look like that ever.
Have you heard from the league about the end game, and do you anticipate any suspensions?
Yeah, there are no suspensions coming.
Did you get a chance to see the video of the Jefferson incident, and if so, what was your take on that?
Yeah, I thought that was wrong. Wrong. And he was wrong. I've talked to him about it. Professional athletes, people can say whatever they want to say, and they can, that's kind of just what comes along with it. You have to be able to deal with it as professionally, and he lost it, and he feels terrible about it. It's not the kind of kid he is, and he just emotionally got overrun, and he lost it. Fortunately, people restrained him, and all that, and it's a tremendous learning opportunity for him and the other young guys.
Do you have any update on Bobby Wagner at all?
Nothing that we'll be able to really help you right at this point. We're going to have to wait through the week. It'll go all the way to Saturday to see how he does.
How about KJ?
Saturday and Sunday, all the way to game day. Same thing. KJ had a good day today, though. He made a good turn. That's a positive.
Mike Davis?
Yeah, he got hit in the ribs. He was moving around pretty good today. Felt okay, so we'll have to wait and see how it goes, how he can handle, how the week, shows what he's got. So we'll see what happens. I thought he played a good game. Looked good again.
How do you feel about Michael Bennett's actions that started the whole thing?
Well, let me just say one thing I'll say about it is that what Mike was doing, he was trying to swipe the ball when it was getting snapped. That's something that he's tried before, and that's why he was way down there on the ground like that, because he's trying to time it up and hit it, trying to force a fumble to try to get the ball back, and so he winds up underneath the whole pile of stuff, and the stuff that happened after that was wrong, but he was trying to get the ball, and but after that it got messy.
The times he's done that in the past, there's been scuffles or pushing, shoving, or whatever. Maybe not to the extent of what happened yesterday. Is he at the point where you tell him to stop doing that?
Yeah, he's been told that. Yes.
Has that ever worked, Pete? Hitting the snap?
We've heard that it has. I have not seen it work yet, but we've heard that it has, and so that was passed along to us a few years ago, and we have not seen anybody pull it off yet, though. It would take impeccable timing to get it done.
You mentioned the ability to come back in the game. It's obviously nothing new for this team. Was it Russell's rookie year? When did you first kind of sense that was a trait of this?
The first game he played, remember, against the Cardinals, and on the road, opening game ever. He had 4 shots from the 7-yard line to beat those guys, and in a game that was really hard on him, with the rush and the stuff that he had to put up with. But first game he ever came out, he almost won it, coming from behind and the whole thing right at the end of the game. And I thought I was rooting for him so much because that could have been so crucial for him for his first time out and all that, and as well as just for us. But I think right from then, and he's got a history through his days in college and all that as well.
What did you see with Russell on the 3 interceptions he had in general when you went back and looked at him?
All three of them were kind of the same in that he was trying to give the guys a shot down the field and try to make a big play. One of them was really ill-advised because Doug was covered up pretty good, and he chucked it to him and hoped something was going to happen. We don't want to do that. But the one he threw to Doug in the end zone, the one he threw to Jimmy on a scramble, both those plays where those guys have a chance to go get that ball, and Doug unfortunately kind of got tangled up and stumbled, kind of the bump that happened down there in the end zone, and then Jimmy's got to make that play hopefully for us, where it's either him or nobody, and that's kind of what we're counting on right there. So we've done that quite often, but you could see he was going for it, and we also hit some big balls in the game too. But it's unfortunate that they all there's 3 picks in the game on kind of in the same situation. They're all just chucking it, going for it, and didn't work out.
How encouraged were you by what you saw in the running game, particularly that drive in the second quarter where you were really putting runs together?
Yeah, I thought we ran the ball pretty well and felt the momentum of that, and it gave us the mix that we wanted, and we felt good about the running game throughout. Once we got rolling, Russell's carries contributed too, in trying to hold their defense accountable for him, and I thought Mike ran really well. He looked creative again and looked tough and made some good things happen. The guys are blocking well up front.
You mentioned the guys up front. They've had 3 games. That group has had 3 games together now. Just how, if things string a few games together past this, how much?
We're definitely making progress. There's no question. We're making progress, and they're feeling better about it. We're still new, but it's going to be huge this weekend. We have another great front that we're playing against, and the guys are going to have to come together again, and we need to run the football with these guys and mix it up just like we want to, and they're going to have to come through again. So we're getting better, and I think if we can keep this group intact, we have a chance to be the best we've been here in the last couple games of the year.
What's improved most when you've looked at that group over the last couple of weeks? What stood out to you?
They're much more consistent than we had been. Fewer mistakes, fewer air balls where guys cleanly penetrate and get in the backfield. Dwayne is playing great football. He's really unbelievably solid for us. We haven't had anybody play like that. So solid for these games he's been with us. And you can see Luke's getting his legs under him. And remember, Luke had surgery here in the middle of the year, and so he's going to continue to feel better. We have a chance to get better. Tight ends are doing a good job in their contribution too. They're doing well.
For Dwayne to be doing what he's doing, he didn't play the first half of the season, and now with the ankle he hasn't been practicing much. How impressive is that?
It's really amazing that he's been able to do that, and he hasn't really, other than he's having to deal with his ankle, but he hasn't missed a step as far as showing up in the games and playing start to finish and doing everything. So that's really impressive.
What did you notice without Bobby Wagner in there and what the differences were?
Well, there's a few plays we didn't fit right, and it was a combination. It wasn't just where Bobby's plays, but we missed some fits. We missed it on the last run, to stop and to get the ball back. Just missed a fit and missed a couple other ones that made a difference. He's an incredible player, and his impact couldn't be more obvious. And we're going to have to really shore it up, if he can't go. And Mike Wilhoit is a good guy to do this. He knows the position well. He just hasn't played there a lot because he's been playing the Sam backer spot. So hopefully he'll improve as we move forward. And depending on what the mix is, I don't know what's going to happen at this point, but those guys have to step up, be ready to go.
You mentioned this morning about Michael Bennett's off-field responsibilities. He's taken on quite a bit. And have you gotten a sense yet about how it might be impacting him in terms of emotions and time?
No, Mike was really remorseful. I thought even before we even got off the field, I think he realized that he got in a bad situation and he was involved with it, and that's what I felt. He didn't tell me that. That was my observation of Mike. I thought he really sensed that this was a mistake he wished he hadn't been in the middle of, and but I don't want to speak for him. That's just what I thought.
The offense had several explosive plays, especially those 2 long touchdown passes late in the game. Just what you saw from that?
Yeah, we had 10 explosives in the game, and I think 5 and 5 running pass. So it was a good mixture. I thought the design to beat those guys. This is a really, really tough pass defense, and to beat those guys cleanly like we did. that was a good statement by the protection that gave us a chance, the design of it, and also the execution of it. All three guys made big plays in this game, and I thought all the guys did a nice job. But it's good stuff for us. We need to be in that 10 areas when we're at our best. We're in double digits. That's when we're flying, and so it's pretty good for the number of plays we had.
Was their long touchdown, the 75-yarder, just a good design by them? Or?
We made a mistake. We made a mistake in our zone, and it's really a dead play. That play shouldn't happen, but unfortunately we missed it, and it got out.
Pete, Malik McDowell was arrested in Atlanta a couple days ago. Have you had a chance to talk to him? What's your kind of response to that?
Yeah, I think, did he make a statement? Okay, that's out. Yeah, I did see him, and he met with John also. He's very remorseful. He got in a situation, made a mistake, and hopefully this will be a learning experience for him. I don't know much more than that about it. We just talked about it a bit, but I know he felt really bad, representing in that manner.
With the end of game stuff, is that a tricky balance when you want them to continue playing hard when there's time left on the clock?
Yeah, because you still have a chance to win. There's a chance for the ball to come back to us there. And there's things that happen. Herm Edwards is famous for it. And so it can happen. So to just let it go, is you're not competing. So we're trying to figure. We're always trying to figure out a way to find a way to win the thing. And so there's still opportunities. We don't want to take advantage of anybody in that regard. That's not to try and it's just to see if you can get the ball back and. If the game is out of hand, you're within one score, and there's some time on the clock and all that. There's a chance, So we have to think about if we can get it done. It should have been a pretty benign attempt, but it just didn't wind up like that, So.
Does McDowell's arrest make you need to rein him in a little more or keep a closer tab on him at his age?
Well, I think we're definitely going to work to help him in every way that we can. We've already talked about that. And let's hope this isn't an indicator of things to come. I hope that he has turned with this experience. He sounds very, very much intending to do that. We'll see what happens.
What did you think of your pass rush yesterday?
Disappointed. They really were on rhythm. I thought Bortles did a fine job. He was really on the money with his throws, and the timing was good. There's a number of catches when we're all over guys, so his accuracy was really on it. I thought this was the best I've seen him. I thought he was just on it. I know he played well last week too, but he just did a really nice job. We really thought we would rush them better. We thought we would be able to get to them, but we just didn't happen for us.
Does Deion Jordan have a chance to come back this week?
Yeah, he's going to practice Wednesday is what I've been told. So that's a good sign.
How did Afedi explain his unsportsmanlike penalty?
He said something he wasn't supposed to say. He popped off, and he was frustrated, and didn't handle it. Kind of started early, That was kind of a sign of things that were going on. There was already a battle going on right off the bat with the guy that was rushing on him, and he didn't handle it well at all.
Anything else?
You got it.